is a bunch of people who just are trepidatious. And then there was the wave of just people who hated that it was women.
Paul Feig, are you out of your out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? Off camera Mecha here, and that's because we're doing a whole bunch of gaming streams, getting ready for the day. I gotta yell about this one. I saw this article come in a couple of days ago, but I forgot about it because that's how we do. Paul Feig says the Ghostbusters backlash felt like I can't even say that word because YouTube will censor it, won't they? He felt victimized, didn't he? Oh, poor little rich boy Paul Feig, who made a movie that nobody wanted and nobody liked.
Help, I'm being victimized.
He has the nerve after he tried to divide people politically by calling anybody who didn't like this a supporter of Orange Man bad. Whether you are or not, who cares at this point? There's bigger things. And Paul Feig decides that now he still needs some attention. All right, what does he say? In 2016, Paul Feig released a reboot of Ghostbusters that was supposed to not only be a celebration of the original franchise, but a way to move the series forward while keeping the classic irreverent tone. That didn't happen. No, he screwed it up royally. He decided to make an improv Linerama SNL skit that never ended with a bunch of unfunny people who had no idea what they were talking about in scripts. And you know, if it works really well in your groundlings, it's stage shows in front of an audience of drunk people, fine, but this is a well-crafted, scripted, theatrical release movie that people are going to watch time and time again. Well, not Ghostbusters 2016. No, the original one, because it had the crafted lines, it had the witty dialogue, it had memorable scenes, it was quotable. Good movies are quotable, bad movies quote other movies. This is the movie where I developed that theory that bad movies quote other movies.
Say hello to my little...
And good movies are quotable, and I can't think of a single line from this one. This movie took every opportunity to crap on the original, so now he's gotta go and complain. And this is from the Hollywood Reporter that, here's the actual, he wants to entertain you. He wants to entertain me? Oh, how sweet and how adorable. Paul Feig wants to entertain moi. Oh, how precious. Comedy's dandy hitmaker has 2 new shows. But her perspective on the Ghostbuster drama and a plea to his fellow creatives. I've seen more careers taken down by passion projects. You didn't have a passion project. That wasn't a passion project to you. You didn't even want to do it. They asked and begged, and you're like, fine, I suppose I'll make a Ghostbusters movie. Why not? What could go wrong? And then you decided to tell anybody who had any criticism of the trailer or any reaction to this whole, we don't need a new casting of Ghostbusters. I never felt excluded as a woman. I never felt like I couldn't be a Ghostbuster. Now, all of a sudden, you're trying to make this some sort of big glass ceiling thing 40 years after the actual women's rights movement. So don't insult my intelligence, Paul Feig. I don't care how victimized you feel, Paul Feig.
Help, I'm being victimized.
A lot of people have passionate opinions on the internet. It allows them directly to express those opinions to you. It was a tense time in our nation's history. Yeah, when you guys threw a temper tantrum about an election, most normal people like me didn't even pay attention to. Guess what? Calling everybody a bunch of supporters of Orange Man bad who are just showing up for a movie, dragging people into a political discussion to out themselves, isn't that one of the stages of really, really hugely bad things happening to nations, right? You have forcing people to out themselves politically or to out themselves as non-political beings. Thank you. That's really helpful in society. Yeah, that's a worse time in a nation's history when you're forcing people to out themselves politically and being divisive about it. It's a necessary evil. I've got 2 million followers on Twitter. It's really hard to let go of that. Oh, people want him to ever consider quitting Twitter. Yeah, quit Twitter, Paul Feig. Just quit Twitter. You don't need to interact with 2 million people.
This is it. I'm done.
No, that's there just to promote your stuff. Drop a link to your movie. That's it. Go on about your day. If you really want to argue with people, get a burner account like every other celebrity. Here's what's so sad about all of this. The woke marketing worked once for one thing, making the Ghostbusters 2016 movie having the biggest opening of all the Ghostbusters movies. Yeah. We know how legit box office takes tend to be lately. My problem with this is that because it worked one time and it got controversy and you got a lot of, well, I'm gonna go see it just to spite these old white dudes sort of people, they use that for absolutely every piece of entertainment. Just look at what they're doing with Star Trek now. Just look what they're doing with every bit of everything. They're not gonna stop unless we completely turn our backs to all this stuff. So I'm gonna be doing a game stream this afternoon. Come and hang out. We also do Monday night ranting and article reads, 11 p.m. Eastern. We are doing game nights on Wednesdays and Fridays and probably more days in between. I am Mecha. Come hang out. And we can tell Hollywood that, you know what, your woke marketing and stuff might give you a little boost at the box office once in a blue moon, but it's not what your average viewing audience is going to want. And these movies are not going to stand the test of time. Nobody's sitting around going, oh, we need a sequel to Ghostbusters 2016, because nobody cared. And if that were the case, the studios would have given us that instead of Ghostbusters Afterlife, which was a huge course correction. It was a huge, yep, oopsie doodle, we screwed up, and we would rather give you guys something that you want rather than this woke, controversial, well, until the next one comes out. I'll see you guys on the next video, live stream, or wherever. Bye! Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!